Hey everybody, I want to share with you something that I felt the Lord showed me today that may help us in our prayer time. This is one of those verses that has always brought me to don't quite get all of this and what's going on with it, because it says that I can ask anything in His name and He'll do it, but I've been there, done that, and it hasn't worked. So as I was reading out of John this morning, I had this little bit of I hope a revelation that will speak to my heart and hopefully will speak to your heart. So in John chapter 14 verse 12 it says, "I tell you the truth, anyone who has faith in me will do what I have been doing. He will do even greater things than these, because I'm going to the Father. And I will do whatever you ask in my name, so that the Son may bring glory to the Father." Verse 14, "You may ask me for anything in my name, and I will do it." So as I pondered that, I felt that the secret to answering, for Him to answer us, is that if we do things in His name. What is His name? Well, let me look at it this way, or let me explain it to you the way I felt it was showing to me. Each of us have gifts and abilities, and so I happen to enjoy giving away money. I like to help people when they're really in need, really in difficult, dire straits, if you will. I have started several businesses and have been successful in those businesses, and I enjoy the outdoors and I enjoy the environment. So there's some different things that's what I enjoy doing. That's what I'm made up of. But if you ask me to babysit, I'm not going to be real tickled about doing that. If you ask me to paint a wall, I'm not going to be real tickled about that. Would I do either one of those? I would do it, but I don't want to do it. It's not what I find pleasure in. It's not what I find enjoyment in. So I feel that when we ask in His name, God's name, Jesus' name, then He's going to do it. So if you were to come and ask me for help babysitting, I probably am not going to answer you. I'm going to come up with excuses why I can't do it. Same thing if you ask me to paint the wall. I'm going to come up with excuses why I can't do it. If you come to me and say, "Hey, I'm really in trouble and I need some financial help," I'm going to be listening to you, and I'm going to be trying to figure out how I can do that. So if we are created in God's image, which we know that we are created in the image and likeness of God. So if I think the way that I think is the same way that God thinks, why would I not want to go to Him and ask of His nature that is going to respond to the need that I have? Just like I said. So, don't ask me to babysit. I do it, but I really don't want to. When I go to the Father and I need finances, I don't go and ask God, my healer, to meet my financial need. Okay? If I need healing, I don't go to God and ask Him to meet my financial need. I go to Him and ask Him as my healer. Jesus, Holy Spirit, God the Father, has all of these attributes. He is an omnipotent God. He has all power. He has all ability, all capability. No question asked, He can do all of that. But I need to go to Him in His name, and His name, because He has so many different names, and that's a study in and of itself, how many names God has. Each one of those names, come on now, each one of those names represent His character or His nature. And so I can go to Him in His character and in His nature, asking in His name, and then I'm going to receive what I've asked for. I have to want to go to Him and recognize the need that I have. Is it a financial need, or is it just something that I want? Okay? If it's just something I want, but I don't need it, God's going to answer in a completely different way than if it's something that I need to get through the day, my life, whatever. So take a thought about that. He says in his word in Psalms that he will command his angels concerning us to lift us up and to protect us from, so our foot wouldn't even hit a stone, Jim's translation. He also tells us in Hebrews chapter 1 that angels are sent to minister to those that will inherit salvation. That's you and I. So when we go to God and we say, Lord, I need a financial need, I believe the Lord directs his angels, if necessary, to come and meet that financial need. I also believe that he will send his angels to trigger somebody else's heart to assist in that need, or he will just speak to somebody else's heart that then has the ability to meet that need. So a different way of looking at ask anything. You may ask me for anything in my name and I'll do it. Be focused. Find out what the name of the Lord is that you need to call upon. Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Tsidkenu, Jehovah Nisi, all these different names of God. Find out what your need is, then go in that name, and I believe the Lord's going to answer you. Hey, as always, thanks for stopping by. Have a great day and keep looking up.